The world of Pokémon is filled with wonder. Our furry, fiery, and sometimes electric companions bring joy and adventure. But beneath the sunshine and smiles, some Pokémon carry a heavy burden. Today, we delve into the Pokédex and uncover the heartbreaking stories of Pokémon yearning for love, haunted by loss, or forever changed by a cruel twist of fate. So grab a coffee and let's dive into the video. Number 10. Meowth's heart was broken after he tried to impress his first crush. Meowth, that funny talking cat from Team Rocket? Believe it or not, he has a super sad story. Meowth can walk and talk like a person because of a broken heart. He had a big crush on a Meowth named Meowsy, but she only liked humans. So Meowth did the craziest thing ever. He learned to walk on 2 legs and talk just like us. He even went to special classes. But guess what? When he showed off his new skills to Meowsy, she totally freaked out and called him a weirdo. Ouch! That rejection hurt so much, it pushed Meowth right into Team Rocket. Talk about a heartbreak. Number 9. Yamask is a spirit that cries over its former life. Don't let the little flames fool you. Yamask is one of the most heartbreaking Pokémon out there. Imagine being a ghost who used to be a person. That's Yamask's story. It carries around a golden mask that's actually its old face. And sometimes it even cries when it looks at it, remembering its past life. Talk about feeling lost. This little ghost wanders through ruins, searching for anyone who might recognize its former self. It's kind of sad and sweet at the same time, like a tiny ghost detective on a mission for its forgotten memories. Number 8. A boy who couldn't control his psychic powers transformed into Kadabra. Kadabra's origin story might be the creepiest in the entire Pokémon world. Here's the deal. Some folks say Kadabra used to be a human kid with super strong mind powers. But these powers were way too much for him to handle, and boom, he turned into a spoon-wielding psychic Pokémon. Can you imagine? One minute you're a kid, the next you're a walking headache with fur. Yikes! Even though it's probably just a rumor, it's enough to make you feel bad for Kadabra. Poor guy. Number 7. Absol only wanted to help but ended up being ostracized. Absol, the super serious Pokémon with the spiky horn? Believe it or not, its job is actually to warn people about disasters, kind of like a superhero with bad PR. Here's the thing. Absol can sense earthquakes, floods, and other scary stuff coming, so it shows up to let people know. But guess what? People freaked out. They started blaming Absol for the disasters instead of thanking it for the heads up. Talk about a thankless job. Because of all this misunderstanding, Absol got a new nickname, the Disaster Pokémon. No wonder it decided to ditch everyone and live alone in the mountains. Now it's kind of a loner, but hey, at least it doesn't have to deal with dramatic humans anymore. Number 6. Mutwo's existence is the result of horrific gene splicing. Mutwo, the super powerful psychic Pokémon? Believe it or not, it wasn't always the grumpy legend we know today. Mutwo was actually created by a scientist in a way that wasn't exactly fun. Imagine being mixed up in a science experiment, like a super complicated smoothie gone wrong. That's basically what happened to Mutwo. We can only guess what it went through, but it definitely wasn't pleasant. No wonder Mutwo got so mad and wrecked the lab in that first Pokémon movie. Even though it seemed like a bad guy at first, Mutwo was really just a victim of science gone too far. Talk about a sad backstory. Number 5. Frostlass is the spirit of a woman who died on a snowy mountain. Frostlass, the creepy ice ghost Pokémon? Here's the spooky legend. Some say it's the spirit of a woman who got lost and froze to death on a snowy mountain. Now, filled with regrets, she roams the mountains, looking for folks. But here's the twist. If she finds someone she likes, she freezes them solid and takes them back to her ice cave as a decoration. Grrr. Frostlass is based on a Japanese ghost story called a Yukiana. Number 4. Mimikyu is lonely but can't help keeping others away. Mimikyu, the wannabe Pikachu? Here's the deal. This little Pokémon is hiding a big secret under that rag. Beneath the disguise is a super scary form that's freaked out people and Pokémon forever. Mimikyu just wants to be loved like Pikachu, so it wears a rag Pikachu costume hoping to make friends. But guess what? Everyone thinks it's creepy. Talk about a costume fail. Mimikyu never takes its rag off, and if you try to peek, well, let's just say it won't be happy. Number 3. Tepig was tied to a post and had his mouth bound by his former trainer. Forget fire-breathing fun. Tepig, the little fire pig Pokémon, had a rough start. In a past adventure, Ash found Tepig all alone and skinny. It turned out his old trainer, Seamus, was a real jerk. After Tepig lost a battle, Seamus tied him to a post and left him there, Luckily, Tepig was a tough cookie and broke free. When Ash saw Tepig, he even had a rope around his mouth from the whole ordeal. But Tepig was a brave little firecracker. He helped Ash win back Pikachu from those pesky thieves, Team Rocket, and became part of Ash's awesome team. Number 2, Phantump is the spirit of a dead child. Phantump, the little wooden ghost Pokémon, might seem cute, but it has a super sad story. Get this. According to some old legends, Phantump is actually the spirit of a lost child who died in the forest. Talk about a bummer. These lonely spirits are stuck in tree stumps, and all they want is a friend. Phantump even tries to lure people in by sounding like a lost kid. But the problem is, it just makes people even more lost. Phantump's whole existence is a big case of the feels. A lost child spirit, forever searching for a friend in the dark forest. Number 1. Cubone is a lonely Pokémon who mourns its mother by wearing her skull. Cubone might be the saddest Pokémon ever. Prepare for a tearjerker. That skull it wears is actually its dead mom's. Every Cubone carries this heavy reminder of loss. Their cries even echo inside the skull, sounding like a super sad song. And if that wasn't enough, when Cubone sees the moon, it thinks it's its mom and cries even more, leaving those stains on the skull. Talk about a rough start to life. Cubone is just a lonely little guy missing his mommy something fierce. Those are the top 10 Pokémon with the saddest backstories. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, make sure to subscribe to us for more videos and tap the bell icon to get notified with every new video from us. See you in the next video.